Yo, man, what's going on, people? This is Julian, man, off the ropes. Man, of course, we got George right here. George, what's going on, bro? How you doing this morning?
I'm good, man. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Julian? Good morning, everybody. I'm right now just getting off of work, a little crazy. I know we've been missing for a little while, but here we are, man. Shit.
Yeah,
So,
we're back in action. We're back today doing a little prediction Saturday. But
yeah,
before we even
yeah,
get into any of the predictions, man, I want to start off a little bit talking a little bit about Virgil Ortiz. You know how pretty much how he looked. Like 2 weeks ago now?
yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago now. So George, I mean, from a Virgil Ortiz standpoint, man, I mean, from a 19-month layoff, where did you see him? Like, how did you see him this last fight?
I mean, first of all, I want to say that good performance for having a layoff. Having that scary injury or that scary,
Like,
mishap that he had
yeah,
with.
it was a sickness, wasn't it, or something
Yeah,
like
it was a
that?
sickness. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a miss. Some. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I know people were speculating that maybe it'd have been the weigh-in or him being too big, but he cleared the air and said that wasn't it. But you know, like I said, good performance. I was impressed with what he did, especially against somebody at least in the top 10 at 147 in McKenson. So,
Yep,
um,
that
you
is
know,
true.
so I know people want to use Boots' name, and I believe Boots is up there as one of the top prospects at 147. It'll be him, Virgil, and I think Ben is a future at 147. But I think overall, I give Virgil a solid B. A solid B for his performance. It started off a little sloppy. I know there was a cut above the eye, but I know going into this fight, with McKenson only having two uh, two knockouts. What's up, Dre? Dre coming along. It's
Hey,
Dre
what's
Smooth.
there? How you doing, man?
Look,
Yeah,
Lex. Yeah, I'm
appreciate
getting yeah, I'm getting a haircut right now, by the way. So Dre, what's up, man? Good morning. But yeah, man, like I said, two knockouts. I don't think Virgil Ortiz knew he knew there was nothing to worry about, other than McKenson giving him a little style issue, which he adjusted. He had to do what he had to do, got him out of there. The body shot. I will say there's a couple little things I think I would do want to see Ortiz work on. Just stay a little more patient, a little more bobbing and weaving, and he kind of it was more like a seek and destroy. And like I said, it was only due to
yeah.
him not having to worry about McKenson. But I know
I,
if he goes in there with somebody more top tier, it'd be a different Virgil. What do you think, Julian? What do you
I,
see, Virgil?
Well, like I said, Virgil came in, little layoffs. Like I said, the sickness had a lot to play in this part. And him getting back to where we really want to see him at right now. Well, he pretty much though, but like you said, I mean, yeah, overall rated B plus. I mean, I put him right there as well. You mentioned patience. That's something he did not have at the beginning of the fight. Until he kind of started figuring out McKinson's style a little bit. And that's when I'd say about maybe like the fifth round when he started figuring out that like, okay, maybe I got to calm down a little bit. I'm coming out a little bit aggressive, swinging a little wildly, which he was at the beginning. Like he was just trying to, get it. I get it, trying to get his groove back. Just trying to get that rust off. Um, the jab, I mean, I would have liked to see him use it more. That's in the next fight. Of course, everybody's talking about, like you just mentioned right now, like a boots part. Like talking about, oh, well, he can't take on a Boots Ennis right now, or in my belief he can. My belief I don't think Boots is ready for him. You know, um, I think after this fight, I think the rust is off, and I think his next fight, of course, he does improve. I think yeah, patience wise, he will be in there. I believe against the top, maybe a top five guy, top six guy. Um, maybe a Stanionis, possibly at 147. Even like I said, I'd like to see the Boots fight too, but I doubt that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think with Stanionis, I think Stanionis might be a little busy, right? With
yeah,
giving
yeah, he's busy right now.
Spence giving him that mandatory. I mean, there's some names in there. There's a Cody Crowley. I know he came up to 147. He's ranked sixth in the
Six
WBA.
in WBA.
That's a
Yeah,
good name. Yeah,
that's
that's
exactly what I was
that's a
gonna
good
tell you right
name.
now.
David Avanesian has been a name too that's been thrown out there since last year.
Yes, it
That
has.
wouldn't be too bad of a name.
It'll be a good name because I think a lot of people in the division have faced Avenesian. Talking about even like the best guys in the division too have faced him.
Yep.
And they beat him. So I mean, I think it would be a good test for him, a veteran like Avenesian. I think he could give a little bit of a problem to Virgil, but it'll be something for Virgil to actually show his skill set, that we know that he has. But yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
like I said, I mean, I just but the 147 is pretty bright right now. I mean, considering Spence and Crawford ain't never gonna get made. Thank you,
Huh.
Al Heyman. Thank you, Al Heyman. PVC. But yeah, I mean, they just but for sure, I mean, but Stanionis, of course, is the mandatory for Spence right now, and of course, we're looking at TC. But we're still trying to figure out how's going on in that damn division right now.
Yeah, man. Well, just
So
not the
I mean, just
division, but the
yeah, but just those
PBC in
yes,
general. You know.
yeah, PVC in general, Showtime right now in general. So I mean, there's been a lot of buzz about them. I mean, just take for instance tonight's fight that was supposed to happen. I mean, Adrian Broner was supposed to fight tonight versus Omar Figueroa Jr. And of course, that didn't happen because of mental health. Honestly, I don't think Broner took the camp seriously, like Figueroa had said. Everybody knows the type of person Broner is. Of course, he's mentioning mental health now when we've seen this ongoing thing going on with him. With
Yep.
his getting involved with the law. Freaking domestic violence.
Hey,
Drinking, this and
and
that.
he even tried to start his OnlyFans. Come on
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
And he's
Yeah, I
always
mean,
mentioned about trying to sell drugs and whatever. But
yeah, exactly. But
yeah,
he's like to me. I mean, just disappointing. Because it was a fight tonight. I was actually looking forward to seeing Broner come back.
mhm,
Because I wanted to see if he was actually going to take it serious after, like, of course, the message that he put out a couple months ago that he wanted this fight. He wanted to take it serious again.
yep,
But at this point, man, it's kind of a joke now. Mental health. I mean, I know people are reaching out to him. Of course, mental health isn't something to be messing around with. But like I said, I mean, we know the kind of person that he is. We know the person that he has been in this game since he got his butt whooped against McDonough. But he just. But yeah, I mean, but you have a fight tonight in Figueroa going against Lipnitz. I mean, Lipnitz stayed ready for a call. So I mean, big kudos to Lipnitz for stepping in. So this card wasn't ruined. So
yeah, can't complain, man. And more on PBC.
yeah,
You
another
know,
PVC thing.
yeah, we got the Wilder Helenius. They did announce the Caleb Plant versus Durrell, which if this wasn't pay-per-view, like this would be a pretty good start for Wilder to come back to against
Yeah,
Helenius. But I'm just not digging the whole
it's the
pay-per-view thing.
it's a joke, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I already told you I'm gonna talk shit, and I really am right now. WBC right now, freaking, you guys are a fucking joke. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You a guy that's come off 3 straight losses, you're gonna give him a WBC title shot already after getting his ass kicked to guy 3 straight times. I'm sorry. I mean, you're gonna do that shit to. I mean, Helenius, of course, won his last 3 fights actually. Correct. I mean, he's won his last 3 fights. He's coming into this fight to fight Wilder and a win streak. What happens if Wilder gets knocked out? You know,
Yep.
like
Hey,
what
and there's
happens?
a possibility. There's a
Yeah, there is.
possibility he
It's a
can,
big
man.
possibility because Helenius has been boxing lately.
Yeah,
He's
my
actually he's actually been boxing, and you've seen it.
yeah. I
Like where does he go from there if he does lose? I mean, he does come back. This is kind of a bigger fight, as a comeback fight, for him. I think, but as a part of gaining the WBC title back, on this end, that's a joke, man. Like it's just an all-time joke for me to just even hear that shit, man. Like, but pay-per-view, no, I doubt anybody's gonna pay for that. That's gonna probably be one of the most streamed fights of the year, probably though.
that wouldn't doubt that one bit.
Yeah,
And
like
back
it's
to the whole. I don't agree. I definitely agree with what you're saying. Is that he should not have been able to be ranked like above some guys that have
Yeah,
actually been winning
yeah, Joe
to
Joyce. I
to
mean,
get
I had Joe Joyce above him like big time.
yeah, exactly. For him to
Like
get a chance to contest for the WBC, but that just shows you, it's just more BS. Who's where deep where the WBC's who they're in whose back pocket they're in.
yeah, where the
Um,
politics are. I mean, it's
yeah,
showing. I mean,
and this is
watch. Can I
this,
say something real quick? I'm sorry.
yeah,
I saw a good thing yesterday. It was put on Twitter. And it was actually put on by my buddy Trey Bate. He's a boxing coach too. Boxing analyst. Pretty much. Well, you know who Trey is, but anyway, he put out this thing. About boxing. The state of international boxing, the state of American boxing right now. Okay, as we see today. Okay, as our topic later on, Usyk versus Joshua, they're both getting 40 million each with a 50-50 split on pay-per-view. And on top of that, most of this is free today for people on the zone, the Sky Sports, and another fighting. I forgot the other one,
yeah, for
but
the subscribers, yeah,
yeah, for subscribers. So this is, you know, and triggering like to the American boxing part. It's just showing how greedy American boxing is right now compared to international boxing. These guys want to put on a show internationally, and everybody here in the United States wants, oh, well, I'm better than you, so I want this much, you get this much. Yeah, nah, yeah. It don't work that way no more, man. Like, something's got to change right now. I just figure everything should probably just be a 60-40 split down the middle, like, well, down that split for the winner and loser. It just should always work out that way, but today it's pretty cool because Usyk and Joshua are actually 50-50ing everything. Same split on money. Same split on pay per view. Like that actually makes people want to buy and purchase pay per views. Unlike here, like the American fan base is freaking horrible. Everybody's bashing everybody. Of course, we do it all the time, and we see
yeah.
it. We hear it from ourselves.
I mean,
Like
just
yeah, we see it on channels. Everybody just choosing sides, choosing sides. If we all stuck to the American boxing, American versus American, I mean, understand? Yes, I'm a Canelo fan, but hey, but there's badass American boxers too. I don't put down American boxing. I just put down the state of where the hell American boxing is right now. Like it kind of sucks, and it's a sad thing for American boxing, But I think they should probably take a page out of what they're doing in the zone right now. What Eddie Hearn's doing with these guys. With these big fighters, Usyk and Anthony Joshua.
yeah,
He even has Hargovich versus Zhang today, bro. Come on, man, that's a freaking huge heavyweight fight.
yeah, man. And like
Like,
like you mentioned, like the state of the international U.S. boxing. Just look at Connor Ben and Eubanks.
and
Like,
you, yeah, exactly. Thank
just
you,
look at like the
thank
Americans.
you.
Like they're like, oh well, that's not too big of a fight, but dude, that shit sold out in the
that's
UK.
and
That
ten
just
in an
shows you the
hour,
UK. Yeah,
short down
that
an
just shows
hour.
you the people. The fans in the UK, like they take their fight serious. Like
Yeah,
the
they stand
Fury
behind their
and
people. They stand
yeah, just
behind
like
their
the
people.
Fury fight and the Chisora fight. Not Chisora. Who did he fight just recently? Tyson
Chisora
Fury.
fought Parker.
Part no. Who did
Yeah,
Fury
that's
fight?
Parker.
Oh, yeah, Dillian White.
Yeah, Dylan White fought last,
Like people were kind of bashing it here, like on channels and stuff. They're
but
like,
they
oh well,
sold
it's not
out.
that
They
serious.
sold out.
Yeah, they sold out quick, and that just shows you the UK fans like how serious and like how much they get behind their
And
fighters. And I just don't get it either. Like you said, man, I
and
don't
another
get
one
that.
too. And I'm sorry, another one too. I mean, look at next month fights too with all the women, the all women card. It's sold out. Bumgarner versus Meyer, freaking what's the name? Marshall. I mean, yeah, Marshall versus Shield. That's the
Yeah,
same
that's a
card.
co-pro.
That's the same card.
That's a co-pro with ESPN and
Yeah, yeah. So, bro, I mean, look at it. Look what they did. They made it happen. They made it happen over there. It sold. That sold out in freaking half hour too.
yep.
Everybody wants to see that, But here, we got so many people complaining, bro, about oh well, this guy's this, Everybody goes back and forth with Spence and TC. Everybody goes back and forth with Canelo and freaking Soso. Like, come on, man, like just stand behind. Like, show your support, man, because this is what pays these fighters. This is what gets these young fighters. I mean, for all you young fighters listening right now, I mean, yes, I mean, the money's gonna come to you, man, later on. Depending on how good you get, I mean, it's gonna come to you. But man, don't be. If you see something, man, see an opportunity, take it. I mean, 'cause that's what Haney. Take a page out of Haney's book. Look what Haney just did. Haney just freaking took the lower pay. He didn't give a shit. He just want those belts. Now it's an even split. Now look at what they get. They're getting even everything, 50-50 everything.
Yeah, it'll play out. It
It
plays
worked
out.
out for him. It worked out for him.
Yeah,
It
it'll
worked
play
out.
out for him.
Yeah, it worked out for him because he didn't. Him and Bill Haney took the politics out of the boxing from Devin. He kept that away from him, and now they're their own stable. Of course, they're their own people. They represent themselves at Canelo. Which I think TC is not doing well right now. you know, um, just take a page out of some of these guys' books of what they're doing. They're trying to keep the politics up because they want to put on a show. And I give it up to Haney, for doing what he did. This last fight, he took less pay, and same thing for Shakur too. Shakur took less pay, and now look at he's gonna start. There it is. He don't even have to ask for it. He already knows what he's gonna get.
Yeah, man, that's good shit, bro. I'm with you 100% on that. There's just
Yeah,
good to,
like
just
it's just
especially these
horrible.
younger guys. Yeah, there's still quite a few younger guys that still are trying to, you know, just take
Just
advantage of
figure
it.
it
And there's
out.
some guys that want to go the right way, and you see the guys and they get appreciated.
Yeah,
And
respect
yeah,
game too. Like, hey, what's going on, Chicano?
what's up, brother? Good morning.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but like just respect too. Like, kids like Xander Zayas, what they're doing too. Like the kid's not. He wants to be the champion of the world. But he's not rushing himself into it. He wants to actually get himself. He wants people to know who he is.
Yeah, and he's
And
doing it the right way,
yeah, exactly.
staying
And
busy.
yeah, staying busy. He looked great too last weekend. He looked fucking fantastic. Like I loved what I saw from him. Um, just like I said, that middleweight division's in trouble, bro. That's all I can say. The future, like that middleweight is in trouble.
Oh yeah.
But hey, it's going on to, we're talk about our predictions now.
Well, actually, yeah, we could go into the prediction. I know we went on
yeah,
a little more
yeah,
than we were supposed to,
yeah. But
but
hey, but it
definitely
had to be said.
Teofimo, yeah,
Yeah, it had to
yeah,
be said,
definitely
bro.
Teofimo did really good last week. I'm excited to see what he does on 140. Just wanted to
Yeah,
throw that out there,
yeah.
and definitely, man.
I was too. But as for like the bigger guys in the division, I don't know if he's. I don't think he's ready for that smoke yet.
Yeah, I think the
And
next fight that could possibly be made, and it's been in the making, is Arnold Barbosa. Like these guys have
that
a
should
legit
happen.
beef.
That should happen because, well, I mean, Barbosa's actually. Well, if you saw him, Barbosa's a big freaking. He's a big 140, bro.
Yeah, and his last performance didn't look too
Yeah,
great
yeah.
either.
It didn't look great, but that's in boxing. That's in sparring. That's stuff like that happens. And it pretty much, like everybody has a bad day. Arnold Barboza, of course, didn't have a good day that day. Of course, he still came out, but um, he's. I think he checks Dale. If that fight does happen. There was a list of fights too. That I see. I could see him fight Matias as well at 140. That might be a good one for him too, just to keep to another 140 to come up. Just before he even gets a bigger fight at 140, because I just think some of these guys are a little bit too much for him. I mean, that division is loaded at 140.
Yeah, and not just the division being loaded. You got to look at too, like the drawing power that he had. They averaged over
800.
860,000 viewers,
Yes.
so that
Uh-huh.
shows you not just
He's a
that
he's
what
a
he could do.
he's a good. I mean, he's a good person, bro. We met him. We talked to him. I talked to him personally. He's a good dude. And like people bash, like what he did at 135. Yeah, he lost to Camposos. Okay. Like I said, shit happens. Off night. And it's just shit like that. It's just. I mean, Dale's he's gonna do what he's gonna do. He's gonna put the work in. And it just depends where they put him and how Top Rank plays him right now. How they're gonna place him, and where they're gonna put him at. Because obviously he did well where they fought at. Correct?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's a good, step up fight at 140 for him. He got a little, confidence boosted there after coming off of his loss, and then everything that happened behind closed doors with him, and it's a good start.
Yeah, I mean, you even have the talks too. I mean, if the Ryan Garcia tank fight don't go through, they want them to fight. But I just think Ryan will kill him, bro. Like, I just think Ryan will destroy that guy. Like,
Teofimo?
yeah, at this point right now, yeah.
Mm,
Right, at this point right now, yes.
I
Like,
don't know.
yes, no, it will, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you can't
No,
put Dale up
I don't
against
see it one bit.
you can't put Dale up against Ryan Garcia right now,
I
140.
would.
When Ryan's a natural 140er anyway.
Well, he fights at 135.
Yeah, he watched at 135, but bro, Ryan doesn't have a problem fluctuating from 135 to 140. I think like he could go to 147 too and stay that way. But
Yeah,
he'll
he
lose
should stay away from
147 right now.
147. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah, he'll
140.
lose 147 right now. But 140, I don't think he can. Depending on his, I mean, he looked decent his last fight too. I mean, you can't say you didn't see no improvements in his game other than his head movement still sucks, but you
Well,
know,
exactly.
but
That would be his downfall.
exactly.
Teofimo.
No, that's the only thing right there because Dale
And
could,
speed,
yeah, speed, but but he's
footwork,
fast too though. You can't say
footwork,
that,
speed,
but yeah, but he
head
has the hand
movement,
speed. He has more hand speed and everything than Dale does though. Like that's
and
just
what beats
fact.
speed? Beats speed timing. And I
Yeah,
think Teofimo
timing.
would have the timing over Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, I'll put money
So
on
you
that
can look,
though.
yeah. So you can look fast on speed bags and in bags,
I'll put
but
$100 on that one.
hey,
That
I'll
happens.
put 200.
Shit. Okay. Okay.
You guys heard
Okay.
it? G Funky, what's
Okay.
up? Chicano,
Yo,
right?
yo. Hey, man.
Oh, Shoe Shine, what's going on, brother? From the West Coast.
Hey.
Thanks for coming by, guys.
Yeah, everybody's here, man. Thank you guys for coming on. But yeah, bro. Like I said, I mean, just the 140 division. He needs a couple more, but Barboza does. I think Barboza beats him, bro. Too though. Barboza does beat Dale. Um. Uh. Like I said, there's a list. I can't remember the whole list, period. But I mean, there's a few guys on there that I know he can beat, and just the people that he can't. And like I
Yeah.
said too, it just depends too what Shakur wants to do. He can move up to 140 as well too.
Yeah, hey, nobody wants him at 135.
Oh,
I mean 140. I mean 35, 140.
I don't think. Yeah, neither guy.
Dragon Style in the house. What's up, D Styles? Good morning, brother.
Oh man, I haven't seen D Styles in a long time. What's up,
Yeah,
brother?
man. Thank you for
Been a
coming
long
by,
time,
D.
guys. Heck yeah, man. Thank you guys for all coming on. But yeah, man, like I said, but Dale, like I said, he did look good after his layoff.
Yeah.
I mean, 22 months off. I mean, the hand speed looked great, the combinations. But like I said, I mean, it's the showboating kind of pissed me off a little bit because I mean, that's really not his game. I mean, well, yeah, I guess you could say it is, but I mean, we're not used to, I wasn't used to seeing it that much. And but like I said, I think it's there. It's his dad coming out looking like Gold Member, though. I don't know about that.
Uh,
But but yeah, I mean, like I said, but Dale did well. I mean, he did well for a 22-month layoff. There didn't seem there was no ring rust. I didn't see it at all.
yeah, no, he looks sharp. And those listening, if you guys hear the vibrating sound, I'm getting a haircut right now. So nothing extracurriculars going on. Just me getting a haircut. You hear
No
the
bond.
vibrating sound going on? Yeah.
None of this bondage is going on there, people.
Yeah, none, man. Hey, look, see here I am, just getting a haircut.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah. No, so back to what you were saying, Julian. The prediction. I mean,
Yeah.
what do you see tonight? Well, what do you see in a few hours?
Man, a couple of hours, man. It's you know the Mexican style seems to be an Usyk, like I guess you could say kryptonite. I guess you could say. I like that. I think the Mexicans. I think what Robert Garcia is going to bring to the table with Joshua today is that Mexican style. I think we're going to see Usyk get hit a little bit more today than we did the last fight, and I possibly see both of them go down today. And the only reason I say that is because, like I said, the I think instilling the Mexican style into the AJ style. He already has, the jab. He already has that power right hand. Now he just has to work on. I think what happened most, was the body. Was the body. You know, uh, when he went to the body Usyk last fight, we saw the effect that it had. It's just the whole thing is Usyk had a better game plan. Usyk was already at pace in this fight, the last fight. Usyk, I do see Usyk sliding bare. Like I say, winning this, and I'd say this fight probably gonna be a little bit closer than the last fight for sure. And I have Usyk winning this. I'd say, oh man, it's been hard for me to say, but I think it's gonna be a split decision today.
Say it. Say. Oh, okay, you're going with
It's
decision.
gonna be it's gonna be a decision
Yeah.
today. It won't be a knockout, bro. I mean, if a knockout does happen, it's gonna happen between 9 and 11. If it does happen, but I do see both guys getting knocked down today. Both of them are going to be on the canvas today, and that's
Damn.
just. And I
I
just say
like
that,
it.
bro. Yeah, I just say that, bro, just because,
You
like I
never
said, I
know.
mean, yeah, you never know, but like I said, Robert Garcia is bringing in a different style of boxing to AJ, and I really like what I've seen, like video wise. I mean, of course, you can only do so much in a bag. I've seen him sparring already, but I think that style might work for AJ. I mean, AJ might get those bouts back. I mean, who knows? I mean, does if AJ does get these bouts back, as I mean, what can we say? I mean, yes, people are talking about his jaw, his glass jaw, but he's came up from worse. He's gotten up from worse from Klitschko, all that stuff, and honestly, I mean, I think Klitschko probably has more power than Usyk. At about well, the point of their career that Klitschko was in when they fought. But but I could definitely see Joshua winning his bouts back, today, and but he has to really stick to his game plan today. But like I said, I have Usyk by split, and that's just how I see it.
Yeah, I like it, man. I like you being bold with the two possible knockouts. I mean, it's we're gonna see exactly what Robert Garcia could do with the AJ. Him coming in his first fight, and sometimes the typical is you got to give the guy a couple fights, and this isn't a tune-up fight that
I don't
AJ's
know.
coming in against Usyk with a new trainer, so that's going to be see how interesting that goes for him. Um,
And Usyk
but
looks relaxed too, though, bro. I mean, you can't. I mean, he looks bigger too, Usyk.
yeah,
So I mean,
yeah, dude.
considering he's still 20 pounds lighter than Joshua, but I mean, he still looks massive, bro. I mean, he looks light on his feet still. I mean, but big ups. I mean, today would be a big win for him though, and his country.
Yeah,
And it would be nice to see. I mean, it would just be nice to see him win for the country.
yeah, and like I was saying, it's gonna be we're gonna see how it goes. I mean, how how he looks. Robert Garcia's style is very good, and I think I guess to answer to that is we obviously know what a master boxer Usyk is. We
Yes.
know he can adapt to any style. So him knowing that he's taking some pretty good body shots, the jab is there. I feel like the tools are in the bag for Usyk to adjust to that. I think it'll be a little more technical, even though we want to see AJ try to be a little more aggressive, try to go to the body, try to use the jab more because he's
Mhm.
obviously the bigger fighter, the stronger fighter, height, reach, all the attributes play into Joshua's side. But I think Usyk is ready for everything. I think Usyk is ready for what Joshua is ready to bring.
He's
I
a
I
man,
see,
bro.
yeah, I see kind of a little bit of what happened in the last fight. And again, like I said, if Joshua had a couple tune-ups with Robert Garcia, I feel a little more confident in saying that Joshua has more of a chance.
I would
But I'm
too. Yeah, I guess you. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with
Yeah,
you.
I would say if I'm going split, what I think I would say 60-40, maybe even 65-35, going with Usyk. And like I said, I think it's going to be a little tit for tat in the first couple of rounds, and I think Joshua's going to probably feel a little bit of the pressure, of Robert Garcia in his ear, time to go for it, get a little more aggressive. And I think that's going to be his mistake. He's going to probably make a couple small mistakes. He's still going to
Yeah.
keep it competitive, but I'm going to go pretty bold, just like you went bold with the two knockdowns. I don't see them both knocking each other down. The only person I really seen knocked down would possibly be Joshua. I think Usyk saw something in that first fight where I think a lot of us were like, man, if he steps on the gas a little bit,
I think
he
yeah,
could get him out of there.
bro, that left hook. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The overhand right, and then that left hook to the body coming back over with the hook, bro. That was freaking working gold for him
Yeah,
in that last fight, bro. Like I saw that fight again. I watched it again a couple weeks back. But looking at that, he set everything up with the jab and a feint. Okay, once he did that, once he came over with the right overhand right, freaking Joshua, so being so long and his arm so long, didn't have time to extend himself, to even to get away from Usyk, but Usyk
yeah,
beat that with that hook, and that's what I'm saying. He just comes back with that hook so quickly. It's just, man. Well, yeah, I mean it's gonna be a fun
yeah,
fight tonight, bro. It's gonna be a
yeah.
damn fun fight.
It's gonna be a good fight, man. I'm sorry. And then my prediction, like I said, um, I'm going bold. I'm gonna say I'm going Usyk stoppage, like probably about 9.
It could
I'm gonna
happen.
say 9. Yeah, and it's gonna be a good fight. I'm excited for it.
Yes,
Um,
it could
yeah,
happen. Like I said, it's
yeah,
gonna. Let's say we've already seen Joshua down once already, so well twice, 3 times. Freaking,
yeah,
but
man.
like I said, he's overcame adversity. Has Usyk? That's the
Yes.
question. That's the question. Has Usyk overcame the adversity?
I just think Usyk is that good that he doesn't. I mean, every fighter will face it. I think you did see a little bit when he actually fought Chisora, and then also when he fought Joshua. There was a little adversity there, but I just think that's just how good Usyk is. Like he's got the total package. He's got the whole boxing, footwork, feints, and that was another thing I want to say is Usyk had Joshua biting a lot on these feints, and I think that's going to be it's going to be key here. Some of these feints where he's going to have Joshua leaning in a little bit too much,
That's what I said.
and
Set
he's
up that
he's going to be in
overhand
his
right.
zone.
Yeah,
Oh
set
yeah,
up that overhand a lot tonight.
and he
But
throws that from like a blind side, and he
hmm
was landing it like right around the gloves, not nasty.
yep, and getting through too. He was getting through
Mm-hmm.
his guard too. So I mean, like I said, unless Joshua keeps him away, keeps him at distance, that's the only way he's gonna beat Usyk tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I
Yeah,
think I think everybody's going to be
tuning in
in
for
for a
this.
treat. And for a treat, like you mentioned, the co-main event is a good one too. This is
And then
crazy.
before that, you have Caleb Smith fighting.
Oh yeah, Kalen Smith, he's back at
Yeah,
175, right?
yeah, bro, he's fighting too today, bro. And
After he
then
almost killed boy. After he almost
yeah,
killed that dude.
and then
He's back in the ring.
Tabiti fights the same card tonight too. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
dog. Like this is a badass card tonight, people. Man, you guys gotta tune in. If you guys have the zone, or if you guys don't got it, man, subscribe to it. I think it's what, $10, $12.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$12. Subscribe to the monthly or subscribe to the yearly. It
Yeah.
don't
The
matter.
co-main event just started right. It actually started about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. The main card starts around 10 o'clock. Mountain time, our time, Julian. So 10
Yeah.
o'clock. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm probably
10 o'clock,
gonna
bro.
go home and sleep right now. Like I said, I just got off of work,
I'm gonna mess
got
it
a
up for you. I'm
haircut.
gonna text you all kinds.
Oh, you fucking better not, god damn
I'm
it.
messing with you. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like I said, but hey,
Any
real
any
quick.
any final words, Julian? Any final words? Like
Just
any
real
little
quick.
updates?
I know there's a boxing today in Phoenix for some of these amateurs. Want to give it up for well, of course, Junior. I mean Joaquin Camberos, Janer Lopez, and Samuel Ortiz. Man, at Reyes. Man, they're getting down. They're gonna be getting down today in Phoenix. So I mean, this Reyes Boxing Academy. Like I said, man, always showing love to you guys. Love all your boxers. I mean, Team Brawler. Southwest Boxing Academy, peak aside for putting on the event last weekend too. At the casino at the Ava. Good turnout for them too. Just a big, like I said, just support local boxing, man. Support Combat for Hope Foundation too, man.
Yes.
It's actually coming out pretty good now. I'm gonna actually have a you know something for you guys here pretty soon too. And
Yes. Yes.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
And yep, and we're bringing pretty much, like I said, it's coming. Sanctioned USA Boxing event is coming to Tucson, and we're gonna be hosting it. And
Yes. Your boy's here.
Yeah, we're gonna be hosting that bad boy, and definitely would like to see the love, of all the locals, here in
Hmm.
Tucson, all the small towns, Nogales, Douglas, Bisbee, Phoenix, Flagstaff, everybody. We
Oh
want to
yeah.
see, yeah, we want to see Arizona represent on this one because we're planning on a big event, man, and
Yes, we are, Julian. And
on a big
before,
event.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I'm sorry. Go
coming.
ahead.
Nah, it's coming though, man.
Okay.
So I appreciate everybody talking, man, coming on with us today.
Oh yeah, for sure. All the all the homies. We saw D Styles come in, Dragon
Everybody.
Styles stop on, Chicano of course, Shoe Shine, G Funky of course, my
Yeah,
boy.
heck yeah, man. It's always fun, man, to see how you guys commenting on our stuff, man. We always like to
Yeah,
say we always support your channels, even if we
exactly.
can't get on them. Like I'm always watching them, man. And
Oh
I
yeah,
really
for sure.
and Chicano the other day, man. Freaking sorry about that. The other day I couldn't get on, bro.
He's mad at you, bro. He's mad
I'm
at you.
sorry.
Chicano.
I said I'm
I'm just
sorry.
kidding, bro. I'm
I'm
kidding.
sorry. But
Hey, no,
nah,
I just yeah. Before we get off, before we get off, and then also remember we have a Hall of Fame guest coming on. That's gonna kind of be part of the show where
oh
he
yeah.
comes in and he's kind of like he's a
This is
true
the
boxing
OG. This
historian.
is the OG historian right here,
Yeah,
people.
boxing historian. He's
Yeah.
got stories of him and Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Leon Spinks. He has past, present, and current boxing knowledge. Right now we're working on a schedule to get him on. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it because this
And
is one of the last of like a connoisseur of boxing, man, and
yeah, for
somebody
sure.
that's been around a Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yep.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Why don't you
His name is
why don't you give the people the name, man? Why don't you give
yeah.
everybody the name?
I can't write any comments in. I mean, like I said, I'm on the phone, but his name is Leon Muhammad. Again, the name is Leon Muhammad. He's already had a couple appearances on other guest channels.
Yeah.
I've
He's
been in
he's
talks with him.
he's a part of the
He's
New Jersey Boxing Commission, by the way.
hmm yeah.
Everybody, New Jersey Boxing Commission. Also, Georgia. Speaking of the special guest too, I've been speaking to Luis Raposo in Canada,
No
trainer,
way.
big time trainer, bro. He's trained with the likes, Holyfield. He's been around the big boys, bro. He has pictures of everybody. He's been around all the Mayweathers, Roger. Everybody's been around since his boys. He's hosting a tournament. He actually does what we're trying to accomplish here. You know,
Awesome.
he's been doing this for over 20 years, man. Actually, 30 years. He's been helping kids get into these gyms. Get them off these streets, help them get into these gyms. So I'm hoping to get Luis on here pretty soon too. And give us some of his knowledge too, some of his boxing background, some of his story. What he does. For kids. That like we want to do here in Tucson.
Yeah,
We want to do in communities
absolutely,
in
man.
Arizona. But yeah, man, like I said, man, George. I mean, that's always a good time, man. Always is, and freaking, everybody, we're gonna be back, man. We're always back. We're back now.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry for the little delay or the little, going absent, personal things in life and unfortunate things happen. And, we're back at it, man. We came with you guys today this morning. Julian, my brother, of course, it's
Yeah.
always great talking with you. And then of course, real quick, our homie Carlos Jackson,
Oh
fighter out of
yeah.
Top Rank. He's possibly trying to make it out here. If you guys haven't seen him, like I tag him a lot on Instagram. If you guys follow us on Instagram,
Yeah.
his name is
Good
Carlos
dude.
King Dynamite Jackson. He's probably possibly talking about coming out here to Tucson or even Phoenix to do. He does episodes where he goes out and hangs out, meets locals and stuff. But
Yeah.
again, Julian,
He does locals.
love
He
you, bro.
actually, yeah, you too, man. And another thing about Carlos too. I mean, for any of our music talent, man, he's really into it. He's really into it. So like people that I know, like such as Breadman P, Jeremy Loden, that's a real name. A bunch of people here that I know. Just hey, man, just this dude's a cool cat, man. It'll be cool to introduce you guys to this kind of guy.
Yes,
But all right,
for the
people, man,
homies.
appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, everybody.
Appreciate everybody. This is off the ropes, man. Appreciate everybody.
Yeah, signing off, guys. We'll see you guys soon, man. Everybody, peace. You
Peace
too.
out. Later on.